Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Welcome to the Literature Club Player. I don't like that this title has welcome in it, and also I have to say welcome. It just confuses a lot of things. But anyway, in the last episode, we finished, I think, Natsuki's story last time we played this mod. So we did Natsuki's, Sayori's, and MC's, at least the stories of so far, because these aren't finished yet. And they're definitely not finished, because as you can see, they're all gone. Apparently, they're being rewritten. So, I guess they're going to be different next time. But now we have Yuri's. We have Yuri's story, so, you know, hers is apparently up to date. Or at least that. I know last time, I think with Natsuki's, I think her story was about her grandma being sick. And I remember at one point, she also punched a girl who was bullying Yuri. Those are like the two things I remember about Natsuki's story. I don't think I remember much about Sayori or the MC story. So, we will see. Written by Pazuzu and JF Gibson 73. I hope I'm not supposed to pronounce Gibson. Alright, so I'm assuming, so I think like all the other ones, this is the perspective of Yuri. So, once again, we are Yuri. Let me put on my Yuri, I don't know, wig.
Having finished getting ready for the day, I head downstairs to greet my parents.
You're gonna see Yuri's parents?
As I step into his view, my father looks up from his laptop and smiles.
Oh! That's not Yuri's, that's Natsuki's parent. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say, that's Natsuki's dad, but I'm like, that's not even an official sprite. So, I mean, you could technically make him anybody's dad. He could be MC's dad for all for all the mod really cares. He can be anybody's father. Alright. I'll take him as being Yuri's dad. We're changing stuff up. I'll see if you're still abusive, though. I hope you're not. This is his new arc. What? Wait. What? Why is he saying Daisuke? Who? Who is he talking to? Is he Daisuke? Am I Daisuke? I thought I was Yuri. Who am I? It's a nickname? Ah, okay. I was very confused. I was like, what? Who are we? Okay, so it's a nickname. Good morning, Daisuke.
I smile at his terms of endearment, but I'm surprised to see him working this early. Good morning, Father. I thought you always waited until Mother and I left for the day before you begin writing.
That is true, but once in a while, I'll get an idea that I need to write down right away, in case I forget. But don't worry, I made sure breakfast is ready. Oh, Yuri's dad's a writer. That's cute.
Father gestures towards the kitchen with a nod. I see a bowl of rice with bright yellow strips across the top. Is that...
Oh god, Gohan! Gohan!
Is that Uni Gohan?
I probably said that wrong. We'll take a stab in the dark.
Father smiles as he nods. There it is.
I remembered how much you liked that dish when we went out for your mother's birthday. I've been meaning to try it out for a while now. Oh no, he disappeared. Oh no, I should have been a T-hide.
I begin walking towards the table with my eyes wide and my mouth open. There's a moment before I realize I haven't said anything. It looks amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know much about delicacies, but I'm pretty sure this isn't easy to come by. Is there a special occasion? I ask as I sit to begin my meal.
Oh, he's back. Okay. Why did he leave? Not really. I ran into a friend who ordered too much for his restaurant. He only serves it on the day it's harvested, so he asked if I wanted to take it home.
I take a bite and the flavor is just as incredible as I'd remembered. I close my eyes to focus my senses on the rich, creamy texture.
Oh god, there's a lot of... I'm assuming a lot of this is just Japanese phrasing. I'm assuming... I'm assuming this is a lot of Japanese words being said. I think my only problem with it is that it comes off as very odd when there's just English words among Japanese words. I was like, cause yeah, it just comes off as I'm like, what the fuck? Well, what was Yuri saying? Help! We're not weebs. Yeah, we're not weebs. We're just playing a mod based off of an anime. Wait a minute. We're just playing a mod of a visual novel, an anime-based visual novel. Wait a minute. No, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the random Japanese phrasing if in the middle, with the other words. It makes it feel very odd. Like, I understand that it's trying to show that we are in Japan, which it's like, that's fine, but, you know, we can't, there's already English.
Here's the things you forgot. The dad made the infamous book and her mom is a teacher that looks like Natsuki.
Here's things you forgot. Okay, the dad made the infamous book and her mom is a teacher. Okay, so her dad made the portrait of Marco. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, so that was said in the previous part. Okay. And her mom is a teacher that looks like Natsuki. Right, it was the black-haired Natsuki sprite, wasn't it? I think I'm starting to remember this. Okay, so her mom's a teacher. Her dad made the book. Okay. Thank you, Rage Bob, for the refresher.
Father, this is amazing. Thank you. Father's smile widens.
You're very welcome. I'm glad someone got a chance to enjoy it. He doesn't look very happy.
I gave Father a questioning look. Mother didn't want any?
She left for work before it was finished. She said she didn't have time to wait this morning.
Feel a tinge of sadness. Mother's extremely dedicated to her profession, which I've always admired. But I feel bad for Father that she didn't take an extra moment to try the food after he went through the effort to do that. I eat slowly, partially because of my change of mood, but also to savor the meal.
That's nice, Yuri. Yeah, make sure your dad feels welcomed.
As I get up to clean,
I said appreciated. I said welcomed.
As I get up to clean my dishes, Father takes something out of the refrigerator. He holds 2 bento boxes. I know what he's about to say. He has done this several times before.
I was making you lunch and had enough extra that I thought you could bring some for Natsuki, if she's interested.
I stand in stunned silence for a moment before I'm able to react. Thank you so much, Dad. I know she'll appreciate this.
But now we're calling him Dad, though we were calling him Father!
His kindness never ceases to amaze me. I hope that I can always remember to treat others as well as he treats me.
There's just something really really fucking like surreal about the fact that Yuri's father is just such an amazing guy, and he's using a sprite of Natsuki. He's using a sprite that has been used as Natsuki's dad in so many other mods where he is just a terrible person. Like I said, it's not an actual problem or anything. I just find it funny. It's just like, it's not a problem. You can use the sprite for whatever, you know? Like, it's not like this is the Natsuki dad sprite, you know? It's not like this was ever used canonically. It's just funny to me.
You set such a good example. I always try to think about what you would do when I'm around other people.
She says, yeah, I always think about what you would try to do. What you would do when I'm around other people. Okay. I was trying to figure out what she was saying there.
I lower my head. I just wish I could actually talk to them. But my eyes starting to water.
Whoa, Yuri, don't cry about it. Jeez.
Father put a hand on my shoulder.
Yuri, I know it can be difficult for you to find the right words around others. Everyone has something to struggle with. We all have to learn to be comfortable with ourselves, even if there are things we would like to change. What I want most is for you to see what I see. That you're already perfect just as you are. Right now, today.
His words sink in, and I can't help myself from reaching out to hug him. I know that I shouldn't be showing so much affection, but my father has never made me feel uncomfortable about it. He hugs me back tightly for several moments. Then he takes a step back to look me in the eye.
Don't ever feel like you need to change yourself. You don't ever feel like you need to change yourself to meet anyone else's expectations.
I rub my eyes with my sleeve. Not even Mother? Father seems to take a moment to think before responding.
Your mother wants the best for you, same as I do. She and I just have different ideas about how that should happen.
Look down at the ground again.
Yuri, we could talk about this again anytime you'd like. Right now, though, you should probably get going if you're going to meet up with Natsuki.
I place the boxes in my bag and start to walk out. Father sits down on the couch and restarts his laptop. As I open the door, I stop and turn back to him. Father? He turns to me with a look that lets me know I can tell him anything. Thank you for everything.
Damn, so Yuri's mom is the asshole this time. Also, I feel like the music should change. I feel like the music being a little too happy while we were having a semi-serious scene. I feel like the music should have either went away or should have just, and then maybe come back when we were leaving. So Yuri's mom's like the strict one of the house. Okay. You know, Yuri's mom's really strict. I still think he's a bad person in the inside. He's a bad person on the inside. He's just hiding it.
Stepping outside.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Stepping outside. Yuri's sad now. Stepping outside, I begin the walk to school. As usual, my thoughts are going a mile a minute. I start to think through an imaginary conversation, something I do all too often. I'm oblivious to everyone around me until my concentration is broken by the shouts of a laundry pole driver. I suddenly realize I've almost passed the intersection where I usually meet up with Natsuki. I was so caught up in my thoughts, I don't even remember the walk here. I look back in the direction I came from, noticing details that I passed by moments ago, so another voice grabs my attention.
What the hell is this? Oh, it's Natsuki. Did you forget something? Don't tell me you have to run back home.
I turn to see Natsuki approaching. Good morning, Natsuki. I just wasn't paying much attention to what I was doing.
You need to stop zoning out so much. You have to be aware of your surroundings, so you can be ready to act on a moment's notice. Like me. For example, see that guy coming towards us? Natsuki, no, the fucking...
Natsuki tilts her head forward in the direction of a man on the same side of the street as us.
I really want to use my regular voice to read these, and I just keep forgetting that I'm Yuri. I don't know. Also, why is Natsuki like, we gotta be on guard? You never know. I say, Natsuki, whoa, what's going on? You okay? You gotta be on guard at all times. You never know. He's another 6 or 7 minutes away, but I'm already prepared to knock him on his ass if he so much as blinks in our direction. Jesus Christ, Natsuki. Natsuki, please.
Coincidentally, at this same moment, the man crosses over to the other side of the street.
Oh no! Run! He crossed over to the other side. He fucking hurt her. He fucking hurt her ass from across. He was like, oh god. So he fucking hurt her. Smart move.
Just then, I remember the lunch made for Natsuki. I stopped to unzip my bag. I have something for you. Father packed it. I hold the bento box out to her.
He sent me another one? Your dad's the best. Tell him I said thank you so much.
He is pretty thoughtful.
He knows he doesn't have to keep doing this, right? I mean, I appreciate it more than I can say, but I hope he doesn't feel obligated to always be looking out for me.
I give her a reassuring smile. I'm sure he doesn't do it out of any feelings of obligation. He just likes to help others whenever he can, and he knows how important you are to me. Natsuki doesn't respond. She just continues holding onto the box, looking at it with an expression of awe.
But who's good morning, ladies? Is that the guy? The guy's back! Oh no! Oh god, why did my Streamlabs chat scroll all the way back up? Ah! We're reading old messages. God, I gotta scroll. I think it should be telling me what to think. Like, man, he's such a great guy. You think he's a great father, right? I don't think the mod was telling us what to think. I think they were just more so saying that Yuri appreciates her father. I don't think the mod was saying, like, man, her father's such a great guy. I think that was more so just showing how much Yuri appreciates her dad. Which I think the point of her saying all this was to show that she doesn't feel the same way towards her mom. Because she mentions her father a lot, and then the one time her mom gets brought up, she's just like, your mom wants the best for you, and you're like, oh. Like, I think it was supposed to correspond with how she feels towards her father and how she feels towards her mother. Zero can't see us. Quick, call him gay. I still have to scroll. I know it just comes off as really bizarre how she said that. I mean, it didn't really come off as bizarre to me. It just seemed like she just really appreciated. It just seemed like she was really close to her dad. Because, I mean, it was during the time when he actively made her breakfast. So it's like she had a reason to give him some... Like, it would be weird to me if it was something like... If she was, like, just randomly saying... You know, if it was in the same energy as when Sayori was in the club. And she was like, poem sharing is great. Monika's the best. And Monika wasn't even in the conversation. Then it'd be weird. But it's like, she kind of had a reason to compliment him, I think, in that part. I don't care how pet peeve. I don't care how posh or class your character's supposed to be. You don't have to call their parents mother and father. It's unnatural. I've heard people call their parents mother and father. I've heard that a lot. It literally just depends on where you come from. I was like, I've heard mother and father. Usually it's with people who are more polite. They usually do say things like mother and father. Like, it's probably weird to you because you don't really hear it. But I'm gonna say, I've heard people say it. Do you prefer old papa and mama? Yeah, some people, I would say, yeah, it's the same way how people say mama or papa. I was like, it really just depends on where you grew up. Alright, so who is this? Let me take a guess. Is it like Monika, I guess? Oh, it is! Oh!
Good morning, ladies. We see Monika briskly rounding a corner.
Hey, Monika. You seem full of energy, as usual.
A morning run always does the trick. Once these endorphins are released, I'm all set. I'm sure I need to be more active myself, except I never get around to it since I like staying in bed too much. If you think you'll like to try running, you should meet up with me every morning. We could go together. You too, Natsuki. Having a running partner can be really motivating. Oh, we would never be able to keep... We could start all slow. We could...
Ever be able to keep? I guess keep, I think maybe they meant to say keep up. Either they meant to have the keep up, or is meant for Monika to like, cut her off, in which case it should have been an M dash, but maybe a keep up was meant to be there.
We could start out slow to see how you like it. I would go at a pace that's comfortable for both of you. Ever the tactician, Natsuki changes the subject for Monika and get us to commit to anything.
Monika, didn't you say last week you had some news you were planning to share?
Monika smiles proudly. I absolutely do, but I'm saving it until we're all at the club. Natsuki and I both groan in protest.
You can't just leave us in suspense all day. Tell us what's going on.
Sorry, it wouldn't be fair to Sayori. We continue our walk to school.
With no period. We continue, okay, there it is. Well, that was quick, all right. We continue our walk to school, we're here. Hello, everybody. Also, god damn it, the music needs to change. God damn it, Ohio Sayori. Sayori's not even here.
We step into the school entrance hall and head for our lockers. See you both after school. Bye, Monika. I begin to remove my shoes. While changing into my indoor shoes, I can't help but look around nervously. Natsuki closes her locker and looks at me.
Do you want me to stay with you until you're done?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. I can't always be relying on you just to get through the school day.
Okay, well, just let me know if anyone messes with you.
Bye, Natsuki.
Aw. They're precious.
Natsuki walks off to go to her classroom. Despite what I said to Natsuki, I do feel anxious that I might see the girls who have been bothering me since last year. Luckily, I finished without incident and head to class.
Oh god! It's still playing! At least it's Ohio Sayori. I do like Ohio Sayori. I like how it goes. Should still be changed. It's just, you know, always a banger, bro. Shit, I love this song. Chat, favorite DDLC song. Say it, and I'll read the comments after.
As I turn into my classroom, a girl I'm friendly with follows me in. Hello, Ray.
Oh, I think I remember Ray. Wait, do I remember Ray? Was Ray one of the many that were in the other ones? I don't think I remember Ray. Unless she got a new sprite. Did we meet Ray before? I don't think we met Ray before. Did we meet her before? Maybe? You did? Okay. Yeah. I remember Ray. Dreams of Love and Literature. True! Dreams of Love and Literature is a fucking bop. Sayonara, sayonara. I mean, I guess you could also say Side Stories music, even though that's, like, way better than the fucking base game music. I assumed it was a writing thing, because it seems to be a common trope where high-class characters dress their parents that way. It goes without saying that I've never heard it in real life. No, it's not just a trope. Yeah, people do refer to, like I said, it's in the similar vein as some people say mama and papa. Like, some people say father and mother when they refer to their parents. I don't know what voice to give this girl. Slight Natsuki Sayori voice.
How are you, Yuri? Did you get a chance to finish the assignment? Ray is referring to a group project we were working on with 2 other students. Each of us were supposed to write a short critique of a novel chosen from a list the teacher provided. Yeah, I finished it pretty quickly.
Of course you did.
I hand my page over to her as our group leader. She is responsible for collecting and submitting all our work.
I got through mine with too much trouble. I'm still completely stressed. I looked over Dan's paper and it's unsalvageable.
Ray does look pretty upset. Do you want me to take a look at it?
Would you mind? I really can't tell if he didn't understand the directions or just didn't care. Or both.
Maybe I could expand on what he's written? Ray hands me over the page.
Anything you can do with it would be great. Can't get any worse than it is now.
I scan over the assignment. It does look like it was written by a 4th grader.
Damn! Bro got roasted! I mean, that's what he gets for being Dan with 2 N's. What the fuck? Bro's entire name is a fucking misspell.
Just then, the teacher stands to begin class. I quickly put the assignment away and get ready to take notes. Time for another day of straining to keep my mind from wandering.
God damn it! It's still playing! No! I was like, oh, it's fading. And I'm like, no! Maybe it keeps playing until Sayori shows up. Once Sayori shows up, then it will stop playing. You gotta wait till Sayori shows up, chat.
Lunchtime. I step out onto the rooftop, just as I hoped.
I think it's meant to be.
And just as I hoped, there was no one else here. None of my friends have the same lunch period as I do, so every day I eat alone. I'm sure if one of them were able, they would accompany me, especially the other members of the literature club. We started growing closer since we began meeting up outside of school. Last month, we all watched one of Monica's tennis matches, then went out to lunch together. Afterwards, we went back to her house to work on some...
Is that Ikebana? Ikebana, I think? I think I've heard of this before. Ah, it's a Japanese art of arranging flowers. I think it's Ikebana. I think is how you say it, right? Google?
Ikebana.
Ikebana. That's the American pronunciation. British?
Ikebana.
Oh, that's not how you say it. Hold up.
Ikebana.
Oh, it's Ikebana. Oh. I don't trust the British people. Ikebana.
Afterwards, went back to her house to work on some Ikebana. It was relaxing. Suri said the next time we get together, we should have a karaoke night. I'm not sure about that one. After my last class was finished, I head to the room where the literature club always meets.
A club room?
We always use the first part of our session to finish homework. That'll give me a chance to rewrite Dan's summary. As I'm about to enter, I notice through the window that Natsuki's already inside, sitting at a desk with her head in her hands.
Oh no. Ah! 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 They changed! Ah! Not Sayori must be in the room. She's here.
I sit down on the desk next to Natsuki. Hey there, you look really frustrated. Natsuki looks up at me, clearly distressed.
I can't imagine a situation in my adult life when I'm going to need to remember how to balance chemical equations. I don't plan on going into pharmaceuticals.
I didn't care much for.
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What?
Stoichiometry.
Stoichiometry? Why is Natsuki in stoichiometry? They're like, why is she there? Bro, my school did not have stoichiometry. What fucking class is stoichiometry for? Oh, it's just chemistry. Oh. Then why is it called that? It's in AP chemistry? Natsuki's in AP chemistry? Natsuki is not in AP chemistry. I refuse to believe Natsuki is in AP chemistry. What the fuck? Yeah, I feel like they could have just said chemistry there, though. Like, it was like, if you want my like actual critique, I feel like you could have just said chemistry there. I feel like you didn't have to go super specific with the stoichiometry. It's a suggestive chem. It's a subgenre. All right. Yeah. That's all I was like. Yeah. No wonder I was like, what the hell?
I was glad when our class finished that unit. But even though it seemed complicated at first, I was able to complete the assignments without too much struggle. And that's how school has always been for me. I maintain a high grade point average, even though I rarely seem to be able to put much effort into most of my subjects. Okay, well, which problem are you working on? I try to explain the steps in the simplest terms I can while leading her towards finding the answers for herself. On one hand, it would make sense that I picked up on how to explain things to people from my mother. But the truth is, I feel like Mother and I are very different in almost every way. I often wonder how I became so patient and understanding when she's always easily so flustered. After I finish helping Natsuki, I decide to read for a little while. I take out Father's novel, which I'll be rereading again to see if my interpretation has changed.
It's cute that she reads her dad's books. Aw. That's adorable.
I got distracted for a moment by a conversation the other girls were having. Sayori's talking about bringing a friend who might want to join the club. Natsuki's complaining because this friend is a boy, which causes Sayori to raise the pitch of her voice in defense. I admire how enthusiastic she always is, but she talks so loud. It takes some effort to tune them out. After about 15 pages, one passage in particular catches my attention. Some of the lines in this section sound very familiar. In fact, I think they might be referencing another well-known work. I can't remember the name of the author, but I think it was a French novella. Something really influential. I think maybe from the existentialist movement.
The existentialist. I do remember the existentialist. I do remember the existentialist movement. Jesus. I remember reading about it, never reading, but learning about it in school.
I walk over to the closet, hoping that on some off chance we may have a copy of the book I'm trying to remember. Who was that? Sarte? Before I finish checking the shelves, I hear someone approaching. I turn to see Sayori coming over. Hi, Sayori. Did you need something from the closet? She smiles sweetly. I'm just looking for a pen. I just need to finish up some homework. How about you? Are you looking for something? I turn back towards the closet with a puzzled look. I thought we might have a book I was thinking about. I realize I'm completely blocking the doorway from Sayori. I'm sorry, here. I think there might be some pens in the box. She opens it to find several brightly colored gel pens. Oh, this is so perfect! My favorite color! She holds up a pinkish orange pen. It is definitely not a common color for writing instruments.
A pinkish orange pen? What the hell? Sayori, how is your favorite color? It's such a Sayori thing. That's her favorite color. That probably isn't even her favorite color. It's just a color that looks cool to her, so suddenly it's her favorite color. This is all it is. It's literally her hair color. Or her hair color is coral pink. That's pinkish orange. Not the same, chat. It's salmon! It's freaking salmon! Her hair is coral pink, chat. Not pinkish orange. Sounds like some of you need to go to the dumb police. Salmon! This was some guy in chat mad people yelling about salmon in chat. Chat, it literally said, don't make me pull it. That's it. That's it. Nope, I'm proving you wrong. That's it, chat. Now you're in trouble. Nope. That, and the viewers at home are disagreeing with me. No, fucking, you're done. You're done. It's over. Fucking, nope, it's fucking done. I'm getting the professional. I'm getting the fucking professional. You're fucking done. It's fucking over for you. This was literally made by Satchely. Made by Satchely. Coral pink. By Satchely, the artist of DDLC. Made this. Her hair is coral pink, while Monica's hair is coral brown. Bro got evidence to whip out. Pulled out the whole ass evidence, bro. Fucking, Satchely's word is Bible. She drew these characters.
Or cut it out. Let's just move on.
Don't tell me what to do, Brian, the text-to-speech bot.
Is that coral?
See?
Sayori smiles triumphantly, staring at the precious discovery in her hand. I hesitate, expecting her to head back to her desk, but she seems lost in the moment. I decide to speak up. So, I heard you mention you were bringing a friend to the club. Would that be Sakamoto-san? Sayori's face widens with surprise. How did you know that? How could I not know that? Sayori's friendly with just about everyone, but there is only one boy she spends a significant amount of time with. I think you had mentioned him several times before. You always speak very highly of him. To be honest, I've been a little jealous about this for a while now.
Fucking chat. Ryuji? Fucking Ryuji's the only person chat knows with the last name Sakamoto. It's such a fucking generic last name too. It's actually very fitting that that is the MC's last name in this mod. It is such a generic last name. That's such the like generic last name. Yeah, also, there's no way it's Ryuji. Chat, Ryuji would not join a literature club. He can't read. Well, he can read. I doubt he enjoys reading. Fuck that shit.
When I see Sayori and Sakamoto...
Damn it, no, it's Sakamoto, not Sakamoto. That's what P5 dub says, and they're wrong. It's Sakamoto.
When I see Sayori and Sakamoto-san in the hall, they're always smiling and being playful with each other. I imagine it would be really gratifying to feel that comfortable around another person, especially a boy like Sakamoto-san.
You're always so good at figuring things out. I bet you'll make a great detective.
I smile sheepishly, but Sayori continues on before I can respond.
What book is that?
My book? Oh, it's Portrait of Markov. My father wrote it, actually.
That's so cool. I didn't know he was a writer.
Well, this is his only novel so far. He's outlined some ideas for his second book, but his work on the town paper has been keeping him busy.
Really? What kinds of articles does he do?
Ooh, does he get to do restaurant reviews? That would be the best job ever!
Getting to try new places out and getting paid for it? Maybe I should start sharpening my writing skills. Hey, do you think you'll cover the grand opening for that new Indian restaurant?
She hasn't even confirmed. She hasn't even confirmed that he does restaurant reviews, but Sayori's just already. Oh yeah, Yuri's dad does restaurant reviews. He hasn't even said anything. No, chat, let Sayori cook. No, she's cooking too much. She's cooking too fast.
Sayori finally pauses to take a breath. No, he's not a food critic. Although we did talk about going to the opening, except that's the same day as the festival, so I anticipated that I wouldn't want a big meal. Sayori's excitement level springs right back up to maximum.
That's right. The festival is coming up. What do you think we'll end up doing?
Your question elicits a slight feeling of anxiety in me. It's a thought that's been troubling me lately. Well, I would really love to just spend the day enjoying the festival, but I don't know anyone who... Monica chooses this exact time to make one of her announcements.
Okay, everyone, our daily designated homework time is over. Now we can resume our normal club activities.
Terry immediately becomes frantic.
Ah, I haven't even started! What? What have you been doing this entire time? You know the school is strict on homework. I was talking with Yuri! Don't make me feel stressed!
For the next 10 minutes, I listen to Sayori loudly make excuses while Monica reiterates that her work will need to be finished regardless. I get very little reading done due to their exchange, but once Monica helps Sayori get started, she works entirely for the rest of the meeting. Eventually, Monica dismisses us, and I head home for the day.
That was cute.
When I get home, the first thing I see is Father putting away several bags of groceries. He must have just gotten back from shopping. Hello, Father. Were you able to get a lot done today? I set my bag down and begin helping by putting the canned goods in the cupboard.
Welcome home, Chojo. Chojo. Sounds like an insult. What the fuck you call me? What'd you call me, Dad, you mean man? Firstborn daughter? Okay. Yes, had a very productive day. How were things at school?
He continues putting vegetables into the refrigerator. I was not as successful as you. Father gives me a quizzical look.
Oh? What do you mean?
Well, sorry, should I set these up here? I hold up some boxes and gesture to the top of the refrigerator.
Sure, that's fine. So, you were saying?
Right, well, I was rereading several passages in Portrait of Markov, and I thought I found a reference to another novel, but I couldn't be sure. I couldn't remember the title, and we didn't have any copies I could find. Father stops what he was doing and turns to me, smiling. I wait for him to speak, but he just looks at me. What? What is it?
You know, you really remind me of myself when I was your age.
The statement seems to come out of nowhere, confusing me even more. In what way?
Now, you always get so wrapped up in what you're reading. You have been thinking about this question all day, haven't you?
Well, yes, most of the afternoon. I reach into the last grocery bag and pull out 2 jars.
I'm sorry, Yuri. Have I been letting you help me with these groceries and prying for information? No, he says, here I have. Sorry. Here I have, letting you help me with these groceries and prying for information. And what you probably want most after a long day is to relax for a bit.
That does sound nice, but Mother will want me to start on next week's.
Your mother won't be home for another 45 minutes. Why don't you go get changed and have some time for yourself? You can ask me about the Portrait of Markov passage later today.
Sometimes I wonder if Father's too indulgent with me. Are you sure that's...
Yes, Yuri. You work hard enough to deserve a break when you get one. When you can get one.
Thank you, Father. I will. It is only then, as I reach up to put the last 2 jars away, that I notice one of the labels. Wait.
Oh, God. Oh, no, another word. Ah! Oh, my Lord. All right, let's do this.
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki?
Wait, okonomiyaki sauce? What's this for?
I'm making it tonight. Surprise.
I chuckle and shake my head. Thank you, Father. Don't set the table until I come down for help. That's why I come down to help.
It's a deal. Okonomiyaki. It shouldn't be that hard, Zero. What do you mean it shouldn't be that hard? You see this shit? Okonomiyaki. Okay, I guess it is just pronounced the way it seems. Not all of them are pronounced the way they look, though, to be fair. Also, like I said, very cute that Yuri's... It is very cute that Yuri's, like, I really like that we get to see where Yuri gets her tendencies from. Like, she gets it from her father. I think that's actually really cute. It's a cute thing to see this. You don't really see it that... You don't really get to see... like like where the girls get some of their personality quirks from. Obviously, not everybody gets all their personality quirks from their parents. You know, typically you can just obviously have your own personality. But, you know, it's still cute to have this little thing where it's like, yeah, Yuri's kind of similar to her dad. I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's nice. When does he die? And then we all cry. He's too good of a father. He's gonna have to die. I'm sorry.
I rush upstairs to change and get ready to read the final pages of my book. Although I cannot but feel a tinge of guilt about something Father just said. About how I work really hard. I never said it to him, but I don't really feel that's true. Most of my grades feel like they're just handed to me. I attend class, I do the work, and then I move on. I never request extra attention from any of the teachers, and I've never needed to speak with one after class. I guess most subjects just come to me naturally. But what about university? Will I be able to just coast by like I do now? Or am I in for a rude awakening? I realize I'm getting lost in my thoughts again. I wasted almost 10 minutes of the reprieve Father encouraged me to take. If I get down to business, I should be able to finish reading this last sections before dinner. When I regained consciousness, I was lying in a fisherman's hut on one of the Lofoten Islands. My two companions, safe and sound, are at my bedside, clasping my hands. We embrace each other heartily.
Yuri?
Just now, we can't even dream of returning to France. Travel between Upper Norway and the south is limited, so I have to wait for the arrival of a steamboat that provides bi-monthly service from North Cape.
Yuri? Where are you?
So it is here, among these gallant people who've taken us in, that I'm reviewing my narrative of these adventures. It is accurate, not a fact has been exaggerated. It's the faithful record of this inconceivable expedition into an element now beyond human, where progress will someday...
Oh, never mind. That's Yuri's mom. All right, I remember Yuri's mom. She looks like this. I forgot. I think I got Yuri's mom confused with the Love and Literature mom sprite, which has Natsuki's hair. I forgot this is how Yuri's mom looks. I'm still not a fan. She looks very small. I'm still not a big fan of the Yuri mom sprite. Oh, it's Yuri's mom. She's a bitch. I hate Yuri's mom. Boo! I mean, kids can be taller than their mothers. I mean, yeah, but like her build is that of a child too.
Yuri! Nope. Didn't you hear me? Oh dear, I did it again, didn't I? Sorry, Mother. It was just my book. Dear, I understand how much you get into your stories, but you still have to keep an ear out of me, okay? An ear out for me, I think it's supposed to be. Yes, Mother. So, did you finish your work for this week? I did. And so that means... I should get a head start on next week's work. Mm-hmm. Always something else to do. There's always one more thing to do. That's what she always told me. Always one more thing to do. Dinner is ready, dear. Okay, I'll be down in a moment. There's nothing quite so frustrating as being forced to put down a book with just a page left. I follow my mother down. Father's waiting for me. He kept his promise.
And apparently his mouth open. He had his mouth open when we left, and apparently he kept it open when we came back. Father! The flies! He's been frozen for years!
We set the table together, and I pour everyone a cup of the tea Mother brewed. We begin eating, and my mouth explodes in a symphony of flavor.
Why isn't the mom sprite on screen? Why is it just the dad? Oh no, he actually died! Zero! Oh no, I jinxed it! No! He's dead!
Father's
okonomiyaki?
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki, there it is. Okonomiyaki.
Father's okonomiyaki's the best. Slow down, dear. You'll make yourself sick. Oh dear. Was I eating too fast? I'm suddenly very aware of my parents' eyes on me. Not again. We're having a lovely dinner, and now I'm making a fool of myself and ruining it for my mother and father.
You don't have to be embarrassed, Yuri. Your mother's just looking out for you. That's all.
He's right. Mom knows best. I continue eating, careful to control my pace this time. How is school going, dear? It's going fine. How about your friends? How are they doing? Dad looks up with an unreadable expression on his face. He looks almost sad.
How about Sayori? Have you heard from her recently?
Oh, Sayori, well, she's doing fine. She's always busy talking to Monica. Actually, I heard her say she was going to bring someone new to the club this week. Oh, do I know her already? Well, it's a he, but you might know him. It's a friend she's known since they were really young. The conversation trails off. Feels like it should come to some sort of conclusion, but our words seem to unpoetically die in the air. We continue eating in silence. And by the way, I wanted to ask... My parents' eyes returned to me. Someone at school invited me to a sort of get-together. Both my parents give me a puzzled look, then Father smiles warmly. It's next Tuesday. I was wondering if I could... Come on, Yuri, spit it out. Why is this hard to ask? Why is it hard to talk to even my own parents? If I could go. Maybe it's because a part of me is scared of going. Maybe it would be easier if they just said no. I don't think that's a good idea, Yuri. School starts the next day. You'll need your rest.
Honey, I think we should.
No! Oh no, I spoke too loudly. Stupid. Calm down, Yuri. No, Father, it's alright. That was a stupid question anyways. I gather up my dishes and head to the kitchen.
Aw. You can't go to the thing. No! Let her go! Man, I hate Yuri's mom. All my homies hate Yuri's mom. If both her parents wear glasses, do you think Yuri also needs glasses? I mean, it's not necessarily a genetic thing. Glasses aren't always a genetic type of deal. You could definitely Yuri can just not wear glasses because she has good eyes.
As I begin washing the dishes, I hear my parents in the dining room.
But why?
Yuri's such a promising young lady. She doesn't need to waste her time at parties. Then Sayori, bringing this boy to her club. This isn't what she needs. She doesn't need more distractions.
Distractions? It's just another kid. He happens to be a boy. What issue do you have with that?
That kind of dynamic is only going to cause her trouble. Right now, she's doing very well, and I don't want anything to jeopardize that.
Akane, you're stifling her.
I'm stifling her? I'm helping keep doors open for her. I want her to have opportunities in life. Do you want her to have to settle for a career she isn't motivated to succeed in?
Of course, I want her to be able to do what she loves, but before that can happen, she needs to experience other areas of life. Not going to learn independence or how to make good decisions if all she does is schoolwork.
Studying and working hard is how she'll reach her full potential. She can achieve anything she wants if she puts the effort in.
You say you want her to have choices, but what you're actually doing is limiting her options. Doing well in school could help her find a high-paying job, but it might not be the right one for her. Might end up financially successful, but does she want to stay in a position where she doesn't feel any joy or passion? If you want to make these kinds of choices, she needs to know who she is. That doesn't happen by just studying all day.
My eyes begin watering. Only now realize that I finished washing my dishes several minutes ago and have been standing idle by the sink with the water running. I know that's wrong for me to be listening in on this argument between my parents. I turned the water off. Look, I care about Yuri very much. You understand that, don't you?
We both do.
Then we should be working together to help her as best as we can.
You're not listening. Look, think about how you see her behave around other people. Does she seem like someone who's confident with who she is? Someone who accepts herself, even if there are things about her she wishes she could change? Yuri is extremely perceptive, and she picks up on anything that makes her feel different from other people. If she isn't comfortable with who she is, she can misinterpret those differences to mean that something is wrong with her.
Well, now you're talking about her like she's mentally ill or something.
That's not what I'm saying at all. My point is that it can be harmful to focus too much on what we consider to be our flaws. She needs to be secure enough to move ahead, even when she experiences self-doubt. These are things that everyone goes through. My fear is that Yuri might not be aware that it's normal to have these feelings. I also worry that she experiences these emotions even more intensely than most kids her age.
So you do think something's wrong with her?
I think what's wrong is that she doesn't have any time to get to know other people and build connections. Right now, the only support system she has. See how uncomfortable we made her just trying to ask us for some time to relax with her friends? Unhappy memories which you have to look back on if all she's allowed to do with her free time is read by herself.
That sounds more emotional than I think I've ever heard him get. I can't listen to this anymore. I cover my face with my sleeves and head for the stairs as quickly as I can. The voice in the living room goes silent.
Too relatable. I also hate my mom. That's a joke. I love you, Mom. Oh, God. This is actually a really well-written argument right now. It's a very, very realistic argument. You're his dad's the goat. He is the goat. The goat. Yuri's father. I like the conflict, like how their mom is clearly in the wrong, but you can also understand her viewpoint. She just wants what's best for her daughter, who's going about it in the wrong way. Yeah, Yuri has the stereotypical mom who, wants what's best for her child, but doesn't understand that she isn't really giving what's best for her child, you know? It's something a lot of moms, it's something you can get a lot of parents do. Like, she's not trying to be mean or anything to her child, she just wants what's best for her.
I let myself fall into my bed, my head in my hands. Why do I have to ruin everything? It's my fault Mom and Dad had this argument. I'm the one who can't talk to people. I'm the one who trips over the simplest exchange with another person. Please, Yuri, don't tear your parents apart. Please, please, Yuri, don't hurt them any more than you have. I need to get away, drown the noise. I need to pick up my book and stop. No, it won't work. The noise is too loud. Can't stop it with a story this time. My knife glints invitingly from my desk. It's the blue one with the silver handle. Even today, after looking at it thousands of times, its beauty is mesmerizing. It feels like it's calling to me. I move towards it. It offers release and promises escape from my troubles. It feels as someone else is controlling me, leading me to grasp the handle.
Yuri?
Oh no. I drop the knife and it clatters against the desk.
May I come in? Sorry, I can come back if this isn't a good time.
No, please, come in. He enters. I can see conflicting emotions in his look. He's trying to project warmth and kindness, but he can't hide his concern.
I'm guessing you overheard your mother and I arguing earlier. Yuri, I want you to know that it's normal for parents to disagree sometimes, and that it's never your fault. We both love you very much, and we want to be sure we always do what's best for you. And sometimes, families need to have these discussions to help clarify just what that is.
His eyes are tearing up. He looks like he's already been crying earlier. He looks down.
Dear, I guess we know where you get your sensitive side from, don't we? We just want you to find what makes you happy.
He says I shouldn't blame myself, but they argued, but it happened because of all the things that I do wrong. It's not her fault that I can't talk to people. You know that, right? Dad's face changes to a look of hurt.
So you do think it's your fault that this happened?
I can't find the words to answer him.
Oh, Yuri. How can I help you understand that you haven't done anything wrong?
He pulls me close, wrapping his arms around me. I can't hold it in anymore. I start sobbing.
Listen to me. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You are perfect just the way you are. You might have things about yourself you wish you could change, but everyone does. I want you to learn to love who you are as much as Mom and I do, even when you have those thoughts. Can we work on making that happen?
I nod slowly.
I hope you mean that. I'm going to give you some space now, but your mother and I will always be here for you anytime you need us. That's what families do.
As he turns to leave, something catches his attention.
Oh, hey, is that the knife from Kyoto?
The knife is on the floor. I hadn't seen it fall there when I dropped it.
Be sure to pick that up. I don't want you to end up cutting yourself.
I wince a little. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to notice.
Good night, Yuri. And please remember what I said. All of it, okay?
Good night, Father. Thank you. As soon as he closes the door, I scramble to put the knife back. I look it over, admiring its design, as I run my finger along the blade. The feelings that led me to reach for it seem to have passed. Thank you, Father. Put the knife in my bag for another time. I lie back down with my book, finally ready to finish.
Everyone's so sad faces. What do you mean, chat? He just doesn't want him cut. He just doesn't want him cutting herself with it. I don't want you to end up cutting yourself with it. Does he know? I'm stretching. Ah!
Looking cool, Joker.
Looking cool,
Oh, thank
Joker.
God she did not cut herself.
Yeah. Thank God he didn't, boys. Damn, I really. That's a really good. That's a really good conflict for Yuri. This is interesting. So I'm guessing this is the reason why she's very. They kind of took the self-conscious fact about Yuri being, because we all know Yuri's self-conscious about herself. This is something I think is even said in the base game about Yuri being very, very self-conscious about just herself in general. So they took that and kind of worked it into the fact that it also affects her parents. This is something we never really thought about. It's a different take, I think, because I think we've never really heard like her parents. We never really heard like her parents be affected by it before. I think mainly because the reason why a lot of other mods or stories don't really tackle it having to do with her parents is because most parents will just think, yeah, she's just a shy kid, whatever, it's like she's not doing drugs. They're like she still does her work and she still, it's like she still does her work and everything like that. So, it's like most parents wouldn't really care because it's like, she's just a shy kid. She still does her work, gets good grades. She has a club. She's a part of a club, so it's not even like they'd be worried about her not being social or anything because, it's like she has a club that she attends after school. If anything, Yuri is almost like the model student, if anything. So, but it's interesting that her father in this is somebody who wants to be a very active role in his daughter's life. So because of that, he's kind of like, hey, why is Yuri always so shy? She's like afraid to talk to people and stuff like that. So, like he's trying to, be like, we should let her go to parties. We need to let her connect with other people. I think it's very interesting. And the mom is more so trying to be like, like fucking, she's just like, nay. The mom basically is more so just like, she's doing fine. She just needs studies. Like, I don't want her messing with the wrong crowd. Like, the mom is afraid to make her veer off the path, basically. Like, 'cause she's like, I don't want her getting into the wrong crowd and getting with drugs and everything. But really, it just comes down to it. She has to learn to trust her daughter. You gotta learn to trust Yuri to make those decisions, Gotta learn to trust her. We'll go for a little bit more, We'll do a little bit. We'll go for a little longer. How about that? We'll let chat. I'll give you guys a little bit more. Why not? I'll throw you guys a bone. Here you go. Here's a doggy treat.
I wake up very suddenly to see that it's still early. My alarm won't go off for another 20 minutes. I don't just pop awake like this. Also, I feel more rested than usual. I don't know what I did differently, but it's like I slept very deeply last night. I suddenly remember something Father and I talked about how everyone has negative thoughts sometimes. You have to be confident enough not to let those thoughts influence you. How do you learn how to do that? I feel like my thoughts are out of my control most of the time. Do other people experience this? How do they handle it?
I don't know.
15 minutes later, I make my way downstairs to see Mother saying goodbye to Father as she leaves for the day. She starts walking out the door, but stops when she notices me in the room. Good morning, Yuri. How are you feeling? I'm pretty good, actually. I think maybe something Father put in the
Oh my god!
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki! Okonomiyaki!
Put in the okonomiyaki helped me sleep better than usual. Mother looks at Father, who shrugs. Well, I'm glad you're feeling rested. Come see me at the teacher's room during lunch, and we can talk, okay? Yes, Mother. Have a good day. You too. Father returns to the kitchen. There's a bento box sitting half full, and he begins to finish packing it. Looks over at me as he works.
What's the smile for?
Smile? I don't know. Now that he mentions it, I'm feeling a little different. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it's as if I'm feeling relief from a burden. A burden that I didn't realize was even there until it was lessened. Father, last night, you said something about how I needed to learn not to let my thoughts bother me so much. Father stops packing.
You think that might be true?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels that way. How will I know if that's happening?
Well, one way you can tell is that if you find yourself thinking in extremes. Well, let's say you saw a cute boy that you wanted to talk to.
Father!
I'm not teasing you, it's a very normal thing to want to do at your age. But imagine that you end up not knowing what to say and lose your chance. How do you react in your mind? Do you tell yourself, I'll never be able to talk to other people, and give up completely? Or do you acknowledge that it didn't go how you wanted this time, and think about what you could do differently if you tried again?
Try again? I'd be so mortified. Is that what I'm doing wrong? Letting myself feel bad about things I shouldn't? So, how do people learn how to do that? I mean, stopping these kinds of thoughts.
Exactly. How can you learn to do that? That's what I want you to decide. There isn't one set way. People have a variety of techniques that they use in these situations.
Oh?
I would say the first step might be to go over some options and see if anything feels like something you could try. Do you want to know the good news? Whether you believe it or not, the reality is, it's 100% doable.
For me?
For anyone. No one has to let their thoughts control their lives. The trick is to have the life you want by learning to control them. I like how Yuri's like, it's 100% doable.
Okay, but what about for me, though? Do I count? Father, please say I count. Father hands me both bento boxes.
And the other good news? You'll never have to deal with it alone. You have people who care you have people who care that'll be there for you anytime you need them. Okay, that felt like a very abrupt ending to that conversation. Felt like maybe it should have been like, he hands me the bentos and he already hands me, okay, he already said this. So maybe Yuri could have been like, I walk outside or something, you know? Or like, thank you, and then you walk and then walk outside. Well, it's very just like, oh, okay. Guess that conversation's over. It kind of sucks that they are using the Dadsuki sprite because this guy, the dad character, Yuri's dad, is so happy and nice. And I don't think the Dadsuki sprite has a smile version. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually, since I've seen them, or even since I've used them. I think the last time I used them was for a custom mod. I think it was for like a Christmas mod. So like, I actually don't know if he has like a smile. Is there a smile? I thought it did. I think there was like one smile. And if there is, they need to use them more. He's such a happy guy. He should have been Sakurai. No, Blue Sky's assets aren't free to use. So you can't use Sakurai. I think he only has one. He might only have like one smile. Define smile. What do you mean by this? Define smile. He's just like, hello, it's me, Dadsuki. Top of the morning to you, laddies. I'm like trying to find his sprite, but I can't fucking... Shit, where is he? I had him defined, I'm pretty sure. Where the fuck did I put him? I don't know why I can't find him. Okay, that's weird. I thought I also had him somewhere. He's hiding. Oh, there's Natsuki, Dad. Does he have a smile? Hold up. I gotta see. I see this man's got a smile on him. I want to see him smile more. Okay, I do not think this man has a smile. This man cannot smile. Okay, yeah, no, he does not have any. There might be a smile in the MPT version. I think there is an MPT version of him. I'm pretty sure. And that might have a smile. But I don't think this is using MP2.
I still had questions for Father, and I'm pretty sure he had more he wanted to say. For now, I need to get going. At least I can take comfort in the thought that maybe things can change for me. Up ahead, I see Natsuki waiting. She's holding a tray, but she keeps turning her head like she's watching something. As I get closer, there are less people in the way, and I'm able to follow her line of sight over to a pair of students. That's Sayori and Sakamoto-san, right? Greetings, Natsuki.
Hey, Yuri. Oh, no, she's like, hey, Yuri.
As Natsuki and I walk along together, I notice that she's slowly edging closer and closer to Sayori and her friend. We can now clearly hear every word of their conversation. Well, all of Sayori's words, at least. Sakamoto's voice has a dynamic range, as he speaks more quietly at times. Sayori's, however, projects across the neighborhood.
Yay! I'm so happy. You know, I've been planning on inviting you today.
Oh, hell no.
Natsuki's even trying to be subtle about eavesdropping on them. Natsuki, it's impolite to listen to other people's conversations.
For the rest, Yuri. It's not like Sayori's using her inside voice.
But still... I don't finish my sentence. I can tell we'll get into one of our arguments if I pursue this any further. I hand the bento box Father made for her, and we don't talk the rest of the way.
Not like Sayori's using her inside voice. That's what you think. That is Sayori's inside voice.
I thought that by the time we made it to school, Natsuki would have moved on from our little argument, but she still looks upset. I don't want her feeling upset all morning. Natsuki, I'm sorry if I was too judgmental earlier.
Oh, no, that's no big deal.
She seems distracted. Is something else bothering you? Natsuki looks at me like I have 3 heads.
Of course there's something wrong. Don't you think it's weird this new guy just suddenly wants to join the literature club? He's been paying less and less attention to Sayori for who knows how long, and now, all of a sudden, he wants to come to a book club with her? Oh god, she's on to something! She's on to us! Oh shit, wait, she's actually like getting on to, oh fuck! Yeah, cause this story's still an isekai, isn't it? Like, isn't it still the player gets sucked into MC's fucking, bro, she's on to us! Oh shit! She knows! Does she know? Fuck! She's suspecting the isekai. No!
And she knows this how?
That's a good question, Yuri. I don't buy it. Something's going on. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Well, it's true that I never seen Sakamoto-san walking around with the stacks of novels, with stacks of novels of
The stacks of novels. I think it means stacks of novels upon novels.
stacks of novels upon novels in his arms. But what sinister motivation could he have for joining an after-school club?
His evil master plan to join the literature club. Isn't it obvious?
I'm at a complete loss.
He wants attention from a group of girls. He's tired of being a lonely otaku loser, but he doesn't have the balls to come out and confess to anyone. Jesus.
Welcome to Conspiracy Town. Population, Natsuki.
Don't be so sure.
But even if he is, I don't think he would get away with anything when there's 4 of us around.
Don't underestimate the desperation of a fanboy. All that anime they watch fills their head up with tons of sick shit. I love this conversation so much. This is such a good conversation.
Natsuki points her fingers at me, continuing to look at me in the eyes as she veers towards her locker. As I'm changing footwear,
Oh, where? I guess.
I see Sakamoto-san making Sayori laugh. They have such a carefree rapport. It looks so easy for them. At that moment, Sakamoto-san turns, locking eyes with me. His expression changes.
See, Yuri, oh god, see, it's very fast typing. We're getting like so many fucking misspells. I mean, this is a demo, so grammar problems is to be expected. Also, yeah, because I noticed earlier expressions had a T.
Sayori's still shaking her head with laughter and doesn't notice. What is it that look he's giving me? Why am I still looking back? How is it I haven't looked away or felt uncomfortable? Sayori's voice calls me to finally look back to my locker.
You're funny, Zero. I'll see you later.
She's leaving. Is he not following her? Oh, she seems to be leading him somewhere. As they turn the corner, he looks back and we briefly make eye contact again. Then, they're gone. What happened just now?
Okay, I get it. He was staring at Yuri because she's it's a video. She's a video game character. Yeah, so he's like, oh my god, it's her. he's like flipping out, like, holy shit. That's fucking Yuri, dude. That's Yuri just right in front of me. He's trying to like his best not to stare at her, but he's just like, what the fuck? Alright, so now we're going to stop here. So when are we meeting Yuri's bullies? Yuri's bullies, I think it happened in a flashback, I'm pretty sure. They happened in day 0, I think, of the story. This is day 2, so Yuri's bullies, I think, already happened. Oh my god, it's Yuri from DDLC. Yeah, like, I think the Natsuki punching the bully thing, I think that already happened, if I recall. I think Natsuki's thing where that happens is in day 0 of Natsuki's route, I think. Could be wrong. That was last year. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I was right. Yeah, it was a flashback when that happened, when Natsuki punched the bully. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's where we'll be stopping for now. I'm liking this one. Like I said, there's some hiccups here and there. But, you know, it's a demo. It's meant to probably be a little rough around the edges. But I really like some of the dialogue. Some of the dialogue's like a miss. But I like the interactions with the characters. I actually really like the conversations they have. Like Sayori and Yuri's conversation in front of the closet was really funny. I like Yuri and Natsuki's conversation about Natsuki thinking like the MC's plotting something. I really like the fucking Natsuki line where she was talking about the guy, like, gotta be ready for me to punch that guy. I was like, I see that guy over there. I'm ready to punch him if he does anything. Like, I like that. That's funny. Because like, it's such a Natsuki thing to do. Because since Natsuki is also very self-conscious, I think it's really funny because it shows the differences between how Natsuki and Yuri handle the same problem. Like, both Natsuki and Yuri are self-conscious people. How Yuri solves it is that she's very jittery and kind of looks around places and tries to avoid a lot of people. Meanwhile, Natsuki's very abrasive and is very much like, yeah, what are you looking at? You know, like, she's very rough around she's very violent with how she approaches these things. It's very funny. One should always be ready to punch strangers. Exactly. You never know. You never know when someone's gonna sneak up on you. But yeah, this is really good, really good. I'm really enjoying myself. Wait till you get to day 4. Yeah, apparently this day, yeah, Yuri, I think, yeah, you said the Yuri demo has 4 days in it. So yeah, we're on day 2, so we have 2 more days of this one. So yeah, if you'd like to download this for yourself, the link will be in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.